Hi there, warm welcome. You're watching Blueprint Explosive Exclusive with me, Meghna Dekha, and this is the Election Premier League. Well, 42 days since a blast rocked Rameshwaram Cafe in Bengaluru, NIA has arrested two absconding accused. This includes the mastermind of this case, Musawir Hussain Shazib. He is said to be the person who had placed the IED, the improvised explosive device, at the cafe, and Abdul Mateen Ahmed Taha. He is said to be the mastermind behind the planning and execution of the blast. Both of them have been traced to their hideout, interestingly, in Kolkata, West Bengal. Two of them have been apprehended in the early morning hours. This happened in West Bengal, where they were hiding under false identities. NIA had last month announced a reward of 10 lakh rupees each for any kind of information leading to the arrest of these two men. Now, the blast has taken place on the 1st of March, and NIA had taken over the probe, remember, by the 3rd of March. So, Times Now's Pooja Mehta reached the very hotel where the accused was staying in Kolkata. They used fake identities to get a room. And what's shocking is that the accused used a Hindu name, which is Vignesh and Anmol Kulkarni Kardia, to hide out in this place after the blast. Watch this.
Times Now has reached the hotel in Kolkata where the two accused of the Rameshwaram Cafe blast accused had been staying. We are at Hotel Paradise in Kolkata, and here is a register which shows that the two accused were staying here under fake identities, Yusha Shahnawaz and Anmol Kulkarni. But what is most remarkable is that one can see someone had written Vignesh, that Vignesh was stricken off, and then Anmol Kulkarni was written. The investigators tell us that they were staying in different locations with also the fake identity of Vignesh, and one can see that they were living here as tourists that come from Darjeeling and were leaving for Chennai is what they had mentioned here. They had given fake identity proofs here, and they had come here at this Hotel Paradise in Kolkata on 13th March, and they left on 14th March. So the question clearly is that how come the local police had no idea when they were going around the city of Kolkata and different parts of West Bengal, but there were no inputs of the two prime accused of the Rameshwaram Cafe blast case staying here. And we are right now at this hotel in Kolkata, and there are indications that we saw from the register that they were faking their identity and living under different identities in parts of Kolkata and West Bengal. In Kolkata with video journalist Kaushik De, this is Pooja Mehta for Times.
Well, these arrests in the Karnataka blast case have triggered off a political slugfest in West Bengal and across India. Well, the BJP has claimed that the TMC regime has turned the state into a safe haven for terrorists, and that the attack has drawn a sharp retort from both the TMC leaders as well as the West Bengal police. Both of them have pointed out that the NIA has arrested the accused with the help of the state police, as it was a joint operation with the central forces, and that the state cannot be blamed for shielding the accused. After all, the state helped in nabbing the accused. In fact, TMC leaders have also highlighted that Kotar, which is the area from where these arrests have been made, is known as a stronghold of the BJP leader Suvendu Adhikari and his family. They have in fact requested the state agencies to investigate into the Adhikari family's alleged role in the incident.
খড়ংবাজ বলেছে ব্যাঙ্গালোরে একটা বোমা পড়েছিল, লক্ষ্ণৌও কর্ণাটকের, আমাদের এখানকার নয়। 2 ঘন্টায় বাংলায় লুকিয়েছিল, 2 ঘন্টার মধ্যে আমরা ধরে দিয়েছি আমাদের পুলিশ। আর সেখানে বলছে বাংলা সেফ নয়, তোর দিল্লি সেফ, তোর উত্তরপ্রদেশ সেফ, তোর রাজস্থান সেফ, তোর গুজরাট সেফ, তোর বিহার সেফ। বাংলার মানুষ শান্তিতে থাকে, বিজেপি সহ্য হয় না, অত্যাচারী দল।
टीएमसी का मतलब टेरर, माफिया और करप्शन है। आज ये साबित होता जा रहा है। रामेश्वरम ब्लास्ट के जो मुख्य आरोपी है वो भागते हैं और एनआईए के द्वारा डिटेन होते हैं पश्चिम बंगाल में। ये पश्चिम बंगाल में ही क्यों इस प्रकार के आतंकी, उग्रवादी, जिहादी मानसिकता वाले लोगों को एक सेफ हेवन मिलता जा रहा है? ये रिश्ता क्या कहलाता है? उनके हौसले शायद इसलिए बुलंद है क्योंकि उन्होंने देखा है लगातार एनआईए के खिलाफ, आतंक की जांच करने वाली एजेंसी के खिलाफ टीएमसी के नेता तो प्रदर्शन पर बैठ जाते हैं। रामेश्वरम ब्लास्ट में जो शामिल लोग थे उनको सुरक्षा कवच कांग्रेस की कर्नाटका की सरकार ने देने का प्रयास किया।
In fact, West Bengal police also termed BJP's claims as false, citing the NIA statement. In fact, they say that the proactive role of the state cops in the matter has been officially acknowledged by the central agency and that the state has never been a safe haven for terrorists. Listen in.
मेरे पास एक इंफॉर्मेशन आया, बेस्ड ऑन दैट इंफॉर्मेशन, उस इंफॉर्मेशन के ऊपर हम लोग काम किए और एक जॉइंट ऑपरेशन में स्टेट पुलिस एंड सेंट्रल इन्वेस्टिगेशन एजेंसीज का एक जॉइंट ऑपरेशन में इंफॉर्मेशन मिलने के 2 घंटे के अंदर हम लोग जो बेंगलुरु रामेश्वरम कैफे ब्लास्ट है उसके 2 जो सस्पेक्ट थे उनको डिटेन कर पाए। हम फिर से बोल रहे हैं कि हमारे पास इंफॉर्मेशन आने के विदिन 2 आवर्स जो जॉइंट ऑपरेशन हुआ उसमें हम विद सेंट्रल इन्वेस्टिगेशन एजेंसीज स्टेट पुलिस हम लोगों को ये सक्सेस मिला और बेंगलुरु कैफे ब्लास्ट के 2 सस्पेक्ट को हम डिटेन कर पाए।
The BJP, however, is in absolutely no mood to relent over this issue. Listen in.
यहाँ पर जो रामेश्वरम ब्लास्ट हुआ उसके बाद यहाँ पर एक आदमी को पीट दिया गया, उसको लेकर के बहुत प्रोटेस्ट हुए हैं। क्या बीजेपी के ऊपर ये इल्जाम लगाया जा रहा है कि वो पोलराइज करने की कोशिश कर रही है रामेश्वरम के मुद्दे पे, रामेश्वरम ब्लास्ट के मुद्दे पे और फिर वो जो लड़के की पिटाई हुई थी उसके मुद्दे पे?
ये आतंकवादी हमारे लिए चुनाव का मुद्दा नहीं है, हमारा देश का रक्षा का सवाल है। ये रक्षा का सवाल को अभी कांग्रेस इसका मुद्दे बना रही है, चुनाव का मुद्दे बना रही है। वो इधर टेररिज्म है, टेररिस्ट को ट्रेनिंग दे रही है, उसको कोई नहीं बोलते हैं। कर्नाटक में ऐसा बहुत टेररिस्ट आके रुके हैं, फिर भी स्टेट गवर्नमेंट पीएफआई को सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, एसडीपीआई को सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं। कौन कौन देश के खिलाफ है उसका ऊपर कार्यवाही नहीं ले रहे हैं, यही तमिलनाडु में भी हो रही है। उसके बाद में मैंने बोला।
Well, let's go across to our panelists. Joining us today on the show, Neeti Jain, spokesperson with the BJP. Rohan Mitra is joining us, a political analyst, and also Tausifur Rahman joining us, the spokesperson with the TMC. Tausifur Rahman, I'm going to be coming to you first. After all, it has all been kicked off by these 2 arrests which have been made in Kotai of West Bengal. Politics aside, let's accept the facts that these 2 gentlemen, the masterminds of the blast, thought it safe to hide in West Bengal, thought it safe from the NIA to hide in the state of West Bengal where they felt that they are going to be safe and protected. That itself shows there would be reasons behind it. Tausifur Rahman, that's why today the BJP says, is the TMC, because of its opposition to the central agencies, now becoming a haven for those who want to evade the central agencies?
See, it sounds very tacky, it sounds very flashy when people from Bhajpa, they sit on television and they talk about those serial rishta kya kehlata hai, kya sambandh hai. But anyways, you know, first of all, it's a big development. We should give credit to the NIA team and the state police, where they, within 2 hours, they have grabbed those 2 accused, and it's a big development. We should give pat on them. You know, we should pat them actually. And, you know, even the NIA in its statement has highlighted the efforts of West Bengal police. And, you know, it's our duty to take care of everything, because anything happens in West Bengal, it's under our jurisdiction and we have to see that. But given that this Kontai town, which we call Purba Mednipur, it's totally taken care by Suvendu Adhikari. So how come these 2 people were given shelter over there? Sawal bahut bada hai. And when you talk about why West Bengal, so not only West Bengal, it is about West Bengal, Bihar and Uttar Pradesh as well, because these 3 states connects with international borders in Bangladesh. So Bangladesh from Calcutta, it's merely 2.5 hours. When you talk about Bangao, Bashirhat, Sandesh Khali, it's just 2.5 hours. But when you talk about Bangladesh borders, the borders are taken care by BSF, by Amit Shah. So are we going to blame Amit Shah for this? He's not taking care of the Bangladesh borders and Nepal borders and other states. No.
Okay.
We are not going to do this cheap politics. No. Because anything with the security
first and then go traveling across the country.
Okay, Neeti Jain, we are going to come to you. We are going to come to you, Neeti Jain. Neeti Jain, two specific allegations. First, that this is on a border of course, as per the TMC, kept porous by the BJP government, by the central government. And second, Kotai, and that is something that everyone from the TMC has said, is Suvendu Adhikari's backyard. Why not look within? Neeti Jain, we'll just come to you. Neeti Jain, answer that. These are strong allegations against you.
No, this is no, to blame Suvendu Adhikari for a state that has been ruled by a Home Minister and a CM that has historically had a series of violence and riots that have been happening in West Bengal. You cannot escape from that. So you cannot blame this on Adhikari and say that
first point is the Home Minister continues to be Mamata Banerjee. Point taken. Second.
Yes, and historically West Bengal has had a history of riots and violence happening, and even recently they keep saying the West Bengal police, but the police under Mamata Banerjee has only been involved in saving the West Bengal Karyakarta. So Shahjahan Sheikh, it took them months to arrest him. The ED was attacked, then NIA was attacked recently. So do you want to blame everything on the BJP and take no responsibility? Because if you refuse to take any responsibility of the safety in this state, I think you should just resign. Let the center handle it if you can't take care of the safety and security in the state. You can't just blame everything on the opposition and say we are clear.
Is that what's happening, Rohan Mitra? Politics of appeasement, politics over very sensitive issues such as national security as well, Rohan Mitra. That too is not spared in this election season.
Meghna, good evening. Give me 2 minutes, please. All right. Meghna, just see the chain of events, you know. Last week, when the NIA, first of all, let me put this on record. The Congress thinks of the NIA as the premier institution when it comes to handling, you know, matters of such grave concern of the country. It was formed under the UPA in 2009. Last week, when the NIA was, when they went to arrest the TMC leaders, the state police and the NIA started their whole going back and forth and everything, and it went to such an extent where the state police filed a complaint of molestation against these NIA officers. The NIA went to the High Court, and the matter is ongoing. So that also suited the narrative of both the TMC and the BJP to keep this whole election as a binary between both of them. Today, what we see is now the NIA is saying that the state police is cooperating with them, and they have nabbed these terrorists from Bengal. My point is very clearly, when this came out and then Amit Malviya going on record and attacking the Bengal police, and then the Bengal police, you know, they never reply to specifics. Here the Bengal police replied to Amit Malviya. Why is Bengal police replying to Amit Malviya? Because they wanted this narrative to be set up that this is in Bengal it is the TMC versus the BJP. So let this narrative go on. Meghna, the point is, in Bengal, there are a lot of things which are happening which are not correct. The Congress and the left are fighting this election, and we are fighting for the state, for the people, not for each of these binary.
Even in this debate, interestingly, it comes out as the BJP versus the TMC. The Congress seems to be playing spoil sport and feeling a bit left out, if I may add, because they are neither in the center that they can blame each other. They are not in the state of West Bengal where they can blame each other. TMCs blame the centers blame the TMC, but the Congress is a spectator, however not mute. But we are running out of time. Thank you so much for joining us, Rohan Mitra, Neeti Jain and Tausifur Rahman, as always, for having joined us on the show with your inputs on it. Thank you so much for watching. A short break. We return in 2 minutes.